What's going on, everyone? It's Abdallah with another episode of Fire Emblem Awakening. Alright, on today's episode, I'm going to give you guys a full-on tutorial of what StreetPass is all about for Fire Emblem. What kind of StreetPass incorporation is within this game. I know I've actually touched base with it a little bit in my previous Let's Play, but it's the time right now where we're at the end of the game. We're not really going to be playing it after we complete Apotheosis hard mode, and then the endgame stream. So, we need something to, I guess, remember us by, right? We need that StreetPass team, so that whenever I have my 3DS in my pocket in sleep mode, and you guys street pass me, and then you see you guys also have Fire Emblem Awakening, my team will actually show up on your map here, and you'll be able to battle it. So, let's actually go through the StreetPass menu and see what's going on. Okay, so as of right now, if you click on Wireless and then go to StreetPass Team, you can actually select which 10 units you want to bring aboard. You can also edit messages and edit your own personal card that the people see as well. With that being said, selecting units is pretty much just grabbing your people and then just putting your 10 people aboard and you're done. Edit messages, you can pretty much change up your greetings whenever you come across someone and they parley against you. So team name, I just made it Abdallah Nation. Greeting, I'm just put my YouTube name on there. Challenge, when a player challenges you to a fight, I put visit me on YouTube. And recruitment, and I put my name on there as well. You can make that whatever the heck you want. You could change it. I just made mine nice and clear, just to help promote. Anyway, edit card is all about, you have like a custom, I guess, Fire Emblem card if you think about it. Kind of like an Animal Crossing New Leaf where you've got your character card with your dream address on it. This is pretty much that. Anyway, so with a trait, you can choose a whole bunch of traits that go before your avatar's classification. So my avatar is a Dread Fighter. You can make it anything. There's a whole bunch of funny stuff over here. There's feeble, timid, flaky, grumpy, droll, blunt, just so I put superior because that sounds cooler. Expression, you can actually change the facial expression on your character. Normal, doesn't really cocky, angry, cheerful, or distressed. I like cheerful because he's smiling. Home, you can actually change whatever states you have. You can go all the way through. And you can actually go countries as well. North America, South America, and wow, actually different regions as well from the different Fire Emblem games, like the Burn or Lycia, Seikei Plains where Lyn is from. That's kind of cool. Crimea, wow. Elis, Ferox, Plagia, Valm, that's kind of cool. But I put Illinois because that's where I'm at. Identity, you can actually kind of put something over there. I put Emblemeer, like a Fire Emblemeer. It's kind of weird. It's like upper crust, total loser. Who would actually put that on there? It's dumb. Commoner, babe, hunk, teddy bear. You can put teddy bear, grandpa, grandma, hermit, seeker, mogul. So weird. Anyway, you can value a couple things as well, which is kind of cool. I value family. You can also value pet, money, job, comrades, memories, magic skill, strength, critical hits. I value critical hits, or I value nothing. You can show your difficulty. I did, normal and classic. And you can also change your message. I did my little 3dstext.com/abd, which kind of gives a little summary. I haven't really updated that in a while, but you can make it whatever you want. Okay, so that's the card. Let's actually go into what makes a good StreetPass team. Now, keep in mind, when you guys are battling against StreetPass teams, there are the AI computers, they never pair up. So when you're selecting your units, like I did over here, you want to make sure that their abilities are the best abilities that a computer would actually use. Case in point, you don't want to use dual support abilities. I know my Morgan has some dual support abilities, same thing with Lucina. She's got the best ones in the game. She's got dual support plus and everything like that. But you want to focus on having the only abilities that you think the CPUs will actually utilize. We know for a fact that the CPUs do rally whenever need to, so I gave her Rally Spectrum. also, with that being said, I want to make sure that we have Limit Breaker. That is a, hands down. Get Limit Breaker, put that on your team. In case you don't know how to get Limit Breaker, check out the DLC that you can purchase. Check out my DLC videos on there. You'll find out which one has Limit Breaker. I left Ignis on there. I threw in Pavis, to have sword, lance, axe, beastone damage. Triggers a skill set, so that's going to be about like 50% of the time to help her be a little bit more tanky. And then I put an offensive one over here, grants +5 if using a tome. So, also, aside with abilities, let's take a look through here. Inigo, what I did with him over here is Vengeance is a very scary ability to come across. If you don't kill an enemy, at least in like that one combo that you're doing, and they're survived with a little bit of HP left, and they have Vengeance, they will destroy you. Because they add half the accrued damage to their attack. So that's going to happen pretty much all the time. Because it's the trigger's percent of their skill stat times 2. So his skill stat is 53, so that's 100% Vengeance. What I did with him is I gave him back his Limit Breaker. I gave him back his Gamble and Anathema, which was the Severa combo that we used previously in the Let's Play, just to give him that oomph, that huge crit rate. So I also equipped him with his Inigo custom Killing Edge, which is awesome. And I gave him Aggressor, because that definitely helps out with getting more damage. As for my avatar, definitely left Ignis. I did Resistance +10. I did Limit Breaker, Aggressor, and then I did Counter. Just for the heck of it. I figured Counter would be a good one, in case they want to come up close and use like a brave weapon against me. That's very intimidating as well. And also, it comes from left field. It's like if they're not paying attention to what abilities they have and they just go right next to them, bam, they're going to get a lot of damage taken right back to them. Alright, so moving on to Severa. Back with my original Severa build, I did the Anathema, which helps out with crits. I did the Gamble as well, helps out with crits. And she's got a couple items here. She's got her custom Ruin tome that she can use, but primarily a Versus Knight. Because a Versus Knight is going to be healing a lot of health back to her whenever she uses it. And so I've got another Astra, which is very cool, and then Vengeance as well. So in the event that she does take health back, or she does accrue damage, she'll be dishing more out. Owain, for example, I busted out the Luna, Aggressor, Limit Breaker, Ignis, and Resistance. So that's pretty decent. You want to stay away from using Gale Force. The reason being is because it's the computer. I mean, if the computer kills one of your guys, are you really going to continue the game? You're just going to do a soft reset, aren't you? LR and then start. You're going to do a soft reset. You're not going to allow them to use Gale Force because they're never going to kill someone. At least if you're smart. I made her an evading crazy monster. I did Sword Breaker, Lance Breaker, Axe Breaker, Limit Breaker, and Luna, just so she does extra damage. Jerome, gave him Tome Breaker in case someone wanted to hit him with the Tome. He's got Aggressor, Vengeance, and +10 Resistance. Very good. And don't forget Limit Breaker. You got to give everyone Limit Breaker. Also taking a look at Astra for Noir. She's got Bowfair, get that offensive power. And what's great about Noir is that I gave her the male exclusive when I was arranging her, marriage or parents. I made sure that she was actually able to get counter. So, pretty much, if someone's going to attack her straight on, they're going to get some damage back to them. She's got Vengeance, Astra as well. Lucina, let's take a look at the abilities that I did here. Aether, as usual. Rightful King to boost up the Aether. Limit Breaker, and then Pavis. So, kind of a little bit defensive there. Laurent, totally offensive. Here you go. Ready for this? Limit Breaker. All stats +2. Aggressor, Tome Fair, and Magic +2. So that's huge. If you guys look at that, +11 on Magic. So that is, 69 Magic attack stat right off the bat? That's amazing. Alright, so that's a quick run-through of abilities. Now let's talk about all their weaponry, per se. You want to make sure that their best weapons that you want them to use are equipped. They potentially can, switch up their weapons while they're on their battlefield, but you want their best ones forward. So with Morgan, a versus Knight, Inigo crit, because I want him to get those crits. Abdallah, Book of Naga, because that item in and of itself gives a defense and resistance +5 boost, which is amazing. Severa, a versus Knight. Owain, Hellswath, that dual, those dual range weapons definitely help out. Same thing with Na, Dragonstone Plus, dual range, helping out. Bolt Axe, Forged. Double bow, get these huge ranges from 2 to 3. That's one of the legendary bows, and it gives strength +5 too, so she's going to be killing it out there. Lucina as well, Salisa's Gale, which is forged, always allows them to strike twice. With her, I mean, you could potentially use Valflame for a little bit more magic, but I'm thinking Salisa's Forged Gale would be a little bit better. Laurent versus Knight, straight off the bat, do some work, and then get some health back, which is wonderful. You'll also notice that I threw in a couple extra items, because it doesn't really make sense to jam-pack the item slots with a bunch of random items. So I decided Tiki's Tear grants max HP and stats +2 for one battle. It kind of looks cool. Gave Naga's Tear, which is awesome. And I'm not sure if these tiers can actually be repurchased in the event that you forego to fight my team. You can actually buy the items instead. So that's kind of cool in case you could buy those items. So I gave Tiki's Tear. I gave the all stats +2 Paragons. More Tiki's Tear. Iot's Shield. And another Tiki's Tear there. One more thing that I want to talk to you guys about before we do that. Let's send this Street Pass out. I want to actually show you that if you guys actually go to some stores, let's see a good store here. Hold on. Some of the stores have the tonics. Here we go, like this store right here, over in Border Sands Chapter 8. Skill Tonic grants +2 skill for one battle. This one, same thing, speed for one battle, and Luck Tonic. If you go throughout your whole map, you can get a whole bunch of tonics that you can use for each of your characters. With that being said, I've done the exact same thing. All of my Street Pass characters, like take Crom or myself for example, see those +2s all the way down? See the 51 +2, 51 +2, 50 +2. Those are from exactly that. So if you look through my inventory, or your inventory, if you guys stock up on them, they're only 75 gold a piece. HP Tonic, you can use one. Strength Tonic, Magic Tonic, Skill Tonic, Speed Tonic, Luck Tonic, Defense Tonic, Resistance Tonic. Use one of every one of those tonics on your characters before you do the Street Pass, and you'll get those +2 boosts that actually stay on your Street Pass team to make them even tougher and even more intimidating. So let's take a look at the team one more time. We got maxed out stats, everyone. Green stats all the way down. We've got the best abilities for them. And yeah, we're really set. I mean, their ratings, seriously, their ratings are huge. They're up in the upper 300s. And Na even breaks the limit and gets 414, which is crazy. These guys, 376, 372, 377, 392 for Jerome, 396 for Laurent. This is insane. These are very good teams here, and it makes it very intimidating when you want to leave that mark. Because, heck, we played this game for how many hours now? Seriously, let's. It has to be over like 100. Because, yeah, we've been playing this game for a long time. And now it's the end of the series, so I definitely wanted to leave that mark. And whenever someone street passes me, bam, you can see it. Oh whoa, my God, wow, who is this guy? Why is he so crazy hard? Alright, so with that being said, let's take a look. If you look at the map, look at the bottom screen right now, all these little faces, these guys are the street passes that I got. Now, with that being said, you can parley against them. Here's what happens when you come across someone. So if you guys street pass me, this will be my character, and it'll say like Abdallah Smash 026 on the bottom or something. You could do a couple of things on these street pass battles. You can view their stats. You can take a look at each one of them, what abilities they have, what their stats are for each of their characters. You can tell, look at this, like Lissa, level 2, seriously, like 0 defense here. Miracle, I mean, this is just the beginning file here. So this is someone that just started and then they got Street Passed. Or if you don't have a Street Pass team set up, Fire Emblem will generically generate an entire Street Pass team for you based on how far you're at. So this could be someone's generically generated Street Pass. So what you can do is you can view their stats, you can recruit them by paying a certain amount of gold, and you just recruit them onto your team, at least the team leader. You get them aboard. So if you guys have enough money to afford me, you guys can actually have me on your team. That would be cool, but you would have to Street Pass me. You can fight them, which would be very easy. I can literally bring in one character of mine and destroy this entire team. You can go through whatever items they have in their inventory, you can purchase them. And this is what I was talking about. So maybe Naga's tier or Tiki's tiers would come up, and all my weaponry would be over here that you guys can buy. And whenever you buy something, like let's buy a heal or a vulnerary for 150, for example. As soon as we buy something, they're going to be gone. See, they just disappear, and we forego their battle entirely. So let's take a look at this Street Pass guy. Okay, this is Petey. View his stats. So this one is either a randomly generated one based on his stats, or he's just very at the beginning of the game. So you can either dismiss him as well, but it's always good to definitely look at his items, see if there's anything, out of the ordinary. Like Towering Bow is pretty cool. How often do you find a Volant Axe? Like a super effective axe against flying units, seriously. Killing Edge is always good to have. Javelins are good to have, Towering Bow. But with that being said, give me that axe. And then we could dismiss him, get him out of there. Bam, just like that. Now let's take a look at this one. Colgate! See, I doubt anyone in real life would be named Colgate, but these stats are a little bit stronger. You can see Olivia's skill stat is already maxed out. Lucina's huge, borderline maxed out. Donald's speed is maxed out. So this one's a pretty strong team here. So this, by all means, could be someone's Street Pass team. They've got Gale Force on there. So they didn't really take a look at, what makes a great Street Pass team. So maybe I'll fight him on another time. This person over here I was actually saving for a while. Yeah, just as soon as I open it up, bam, max stats on this character here. There's no limit breaker, so I'm really not that afraid of it. Arya. But you can see just by the blue lettering that this is an actual Street Pass team that they put together, because they obviously forged their weapons. They maxed out their stats just like that. But they didn't really follow my advice and, change up their abilities. Like, if you're going to make a Street Pass team, you don't want your Street Pass team to have Arms Thrift, which is dumb because the CPU, I don't even know. I want to assume that the CPU doesn't even use any, any weapon uses. You don't even want Gale Force because I'm not going to let you kill one of my people. And you don't even want Veteran because computers aren't going to gain experience. So those are 3 potential skills that they could have changed up. Same thing with this, Defender. Okay, you're not going to, as a computer, you're not going to pair up. Computers aren't smart enough to pair up. Dual Strike, you're not going to pair up. Simple as that. Same thing with this. Dual Guard Plus, Gale Force. What else don't you want? You could have Heal Touch, that's fine. Gale Force is useless. Let's see, Arm Thrift is useless, Gale Force is useless. What else? You don't need Lock Touch. Lethality, you could potentially pull something like that off if you're lucky. That's crazy if that happened. Gregor! Okay, Arm Thrift doesn't need it. Tharja, what do you need? Slow Burn, you don't need Life Taker. Absolutely not. I'm not going to let you kill someone to recover half your health. Donald doesn't need Aptitude, he doesn't need this. Patience. Anyway, so you guys can see where I'm getting from. I don't really want to continue critiquing their Street Pass teams because I know mine's not perfect. But with that being said, you can actually access all their items that they have. You can buy their freaking bronze sword that they forged together. You can buy all this stuff. That's very cool. Underdog Bow, you can grab that. You can buy a Goddess icon, which is cool. Permanent increases luck. You can buy Catharsis, which is huge. That's awesome. Rift Door. You can buy a whole bunch of things. So there's a lot of things that you can do with Street Pass. And it's always fun to definitely take a look at that and try for, battling other people. It's very fun to do. too bad the programmers didn't take the extra couple of months to program some sort of internet Wi-Fi battling system or something. Because I remember the older Fire Emblem games, you can actually do that. You can battle teams. If you had 2 of the same copies of the game, link cable, yada yada, you can do all that fun stuff. But there's always hopes for the next Fire Emblem, right? Are you guys with me? The next Fire Emblem game is going to be outstanding. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to listen to us and incorporate something like that. Because, yeah, that would be simply amazing. So I think the next Fire Emblem game is actually going to be Shin Megami Tensei X, or Cross Fire Emblem, which is going to be cool. Let me see. Did I forget to mention anything? No, that's about it for StreetPass Team. You can actually show off your Renown skills as well. I got 30k, which is a lot, considering every time that you summon someone to your map and you kill them, you get like 50 Renown, or 40 Renown, or something like that. But 30k is crazy. And with your Renown, you can actually get rewards based on how many you have. So, wow, I could actually pick this up. I didn't know. Naga's Tier. I'll take that. Thanks. Now, if you have 50k Renown, I think that's boots. You get some boots, which grants like +2 movement permanently to any character. And this one here, if you max out your Renown, you can get the, I guess that's like the Fire Emblem or a Supreme Emblem, where you can sell it for max money. It's just pretty much a thank you for playing the game so much. But I couldn't imagine playing this game for another 100 hours just to rack up my Renown, so that's crazy. Alright, so that's it for the Street Pass episode, guys. Hopefully you guys learned something. I know that, yeah, there's a lot to Street Pass, more than meets the eye. So if you guys are in the Chicagoland area and you guys have Fire Emblem and you somehow Street Pass against me, definitely brace yourself, because that team that I got there, that Street Pass team, is quite the beast. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you learned something new. Don't forget to maybe comment about what you would potentially change, or what your Street Pass team looks like, with whatever stats you have, what items you have, what abilities or nice move sets you guys have for your characters as well. I just pretty much chose my avatar and a bunch of the kids, because I love the kids so much. I like them better than the regular guys. But yeah, let me know in the comment section if you would improve on anything, or if there's something that I forgot to cover that you'd want to chime in as well. Do me a favor, click on that like button also, because it definitely helps the series out. And stay tuned for more Fire Emblem Awakening. Our next episode is going to be number 98, which is going to be Apotheosis. And there's going to be a couple episodes in there, because I didn't want it to be like a 5-hour long episode. So I'm going to break it up into a couple episodes, and you'll see that. It'll be great. And then after that, we're going to do Apotheosis Hard Mode, which is the secret alternative route, which is the ultimate test. Everything that we've learned, everything that we've raised up for, all of our characters, maxing them out. This is the reason. Apotheosis Hard Mode. Bam. Done. You'll see it. And then, obviously, once we're done with Apotheosis Hard Mode, we are actually going to go straight into the endgame stream, where it's going to be a live stream. I'll announce the dates. We'll do a little bit of subscriber appreciation by giving you guys a chance to win a Fire Emblem art book. I've got a couple of those sitting around, and those are very rare. You can check it out on eBay. I want to give away a couple of them. So, yes, that's it. That's the update for Fire Emblem Awakening. Do all that stuff I just previously listed, and I will talk to you guys on the next episode. See ya!